moments and a daring water rescue after a sea turtle becomes entangled in a fishing line off a pier in Florida.
Most likely this animal would have hundreds of feet of fishing line, around him. I mean, it was wrapped around his neck and one of his fins.
One brave fisherman leaps into the water.
And he was able to do it. It was amazing. It was very heroic. I mean, he jumped off the pier, swam over to the animal. I mean, you're talking about probably, 4 foot, 5 foot diameter sea turtle. This is a very large animal, probably weighing upwards of 300 pounds.
He swims to the trapped animal. After several minutes, he uses wire clippers to free the turtle. Says his fellow fishermen.
I mean, I've seen people pull hooks out of the mouths of pelicans, and I've seen people do the right thing when it comes to dolphins and everything. But this was incredibly
Hope you
heroic.
fucking die.
For which he got a well-deserved round of applause.
Nice job,
Be sure to watch.
Drama on the Ferris wheel. A brave young man plummets to the ground as he tries to rescue children trapped in the gondola. The gondola was tipped over on its side, with the 2 children holding on for dear life inside at a carnival in North Carolina.
Crazy.
25-year-old Albert Urban climbed the Ferris wheel to save the kids.
They need a firefighter.
But as he freed the gondola, he fell, slamming against other cars on the way down. Incredibly, he survived with just a broken finger.
One of them kept saying, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And the whole time I'm up there, I'm just thinking, just talking to him like, listen, you're not going to die, I'm here, I'm going to help you.
Thanks to Albert's work, the Ferris wheel started again, bringing the children down safely. Moments later, there was an emotional reunion with their moms. The 5 and 7-year-old boys were not hurt, but for their moms watching from the ground, it was a harrowing moment until the Ferris wheel heroes stepped in. Welcome to the White House. Now get mowing, kids. That really is an 11-year-old mowing the lawn in the Rose Garden under the watchful eye of President Trump.
Future of the country right there.
The president had a lot on his plate today. The suspected terrorist bomb in London, another North Korean missile launch. But he came by to chat with young Frank Giacchio, who volunteered to cut the White House grass. Frank went up and down the Rose Garden, wearing goggles, ear protectors, and gloves. The youngster runs his own little yard services business in Virginia. Still sweaty from his exertions, Frank held an impromptu news conference with White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Did you ever know that you're all in this bubble?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Just call him the lawnmower in chief.
A German tourist says he illegally scaled Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza in broad daylight and lived to tell the tale. Armed with a GoPro and a strong-willed 18-year-old Andre Michelski journeyed from Cairo to Giza to climb nearly 500 feet to the top of the pyramid. Climbing the oldest and largest pyramid comes at a steep cost. A possible 3-year jail sentence if convicted. Andre said in an interview he knew the risks going in, but decided the view from the top would make it all worth it. When he was about halfway up the ancient structure, Andre was spotted by Egyptian police, but it didn't stop him from finishing his climb and taking in the incredible view. Although it took him 8 minutes to reach the top, it took him 20 minutes to safely descend. When he was back on the ground, he was taken into police custody. According to Andre, officers said they would not press charges if he deleted photographic evidence of the climb. He says authorities were unaware that the tech-savvy team had software that allowed them to recover the files. Be sure to watch Inside Edition.
mystery has been finally solved. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Alrighty then, it's time to twist your brain one more time. 9 riddles only people with high IQs can solve. Maybe some week we'll do riddles for dummies. But for now, are you ready for a new portion of mind-blowing riddles to solve, which you'll need to apply all your logic and detective skills? That's a tough challenge, but if you're up to it, let's start. After each riddle, you'll have 20 seconds to find a solution. However, if you need more time, don't be too shy. Simply pause the video. Alright, riddle number 1. Your task is the following. Empty 1 jar of milk and 1 jar of water into a bowl. Oh wait, you couldn't think this would be that simple. There are several conditions. You must be able to differentiate between the milk and the water. You can separate the milk from the water. And finally, you aren't allowed to use any kinds of dividers to keep these 2 liquids apart. Wow, that's a task even Cinderella didn't have to deal with. Will you be able...
What's up, bitch? Yeah? Oh shit, you found them? Fuck, I thought somebody stole them bitches. Well, save them for me. I'm not coming to school today because I'm a pure savage.
I'll bring them on Monday.
Yeah. No, fuck. Fuck you, fuck you.
The end is near.
At least I got him. I'm gonna go there again.
To figure out how to separate the inseparable? 20 seconds for you to do this.
You leave one in the jar and put one in there.
In fact, all you need to do is to pour the water into the bowl first and freeze it. Then after that, just add the milk. And then you have milk on the rocks. Riddle number 2. There's a magician famous for the tricks he performs. One of such tricks is staying under the water for 10 minutes. However, one day, John Smart challenges the magician, saying that he will stay under the water for 2 minutes longer. To say that the magician is surprised is to say nothing. He accepts the bet and promises John to give him $5,000 if he does beat the record. All in all, John wins and gets his money. How does he manage to do this? Do you think that John could be practicing not to breathe underwater since childhood? Or perhaps he's an amphibian? What's your idea? You have 20 seconds to make up your mind.
An amphibian.
Well, to tell you the truth, John was cheating just a bit. He took a glass, filled it with water, and held it over his head for 12 minutes. Yep, always read the fine print on the contracts you sign. Riddle number 3. Sam Princeton is so unhappy with his life, so frustrated with his boss picking at him, and so angry with himself for being too weak to leave his job and start a new life, that he shoots himself right between his eyes in the bathroom. The bullets are real. The revolver is real as well. However, in just a second, Sam goes out of the bathroom alive and unharmed. How is it possible? That's not a piece of cake. Or perhaps you've already figured it out. If not, you still have 20 seconds. The thing is that Sam didn't shoot at his real self. He shot his reflection in the mirror. Riddle number 4. In the city where people are keen on brain teasers and riddles, 4% of people don't list their phone numbers. So, if we select 40 random people from the phone directory, how many of them will have unlisted numbers? Oops, seems you'll have to apply some knowledge of mathematics here. 20 seconds to refresh everything you've ever learned. The answer may make you indignant. You've opened your math school books after all, but it's 0%. If the numbers of these 40 people are in the phone directory, they are already listed by default. Riddle number 5. You have 7 guests at your birthday party, and you've got to figure out how to cut your round birthday cake only 3 times to make 8 equal-sized slices. 7 for your guests and 1 for you, of course. Time's a-ticking, and your guests are waiting for their cake, so get going. Answer? Well, first off, you have to cut vertically right down the middle of the cake to make 2 equal pieces. Do the same thing, but this time horizontally to make 4 slices. Your third and final cut should be laterally across the cake, which will quickly turn your 4 slices into 8. So how'd you do on this one? No worries, we've still got tons more. Riddle number 6. A blind man had been dreaming of being able to see again for many years. This had been his biggest wish. After some time, his doctor confirmed that he could have an operation that would solve his problem. The man couldn't be happier. The surgery went well, and the man took the train to go home. The doctor allowed him to take his bandages off 3 hours after the operation. So the man was so impatient that he did this while still on the train. But as soon as he finished, he committed a suicide jumping off the train. His operation was successful, so why did he do this? 20 seconds for you to solve this mystery.
Clip that. Oh my fucking god. I got tricked. I need to clip that shit.
Why could a man whose dream has come true kill himself?